Health alert this morning. Supply chain issues are now hitting Denver Health. The medical center experiencing a shortage of crutches, but a group that helps hospitals not just here in Denver, not just here in Colorado, around the world. This is really fascinating stuff. They're now stepping up to help.
Dr. Douglas Jackson is the president and CEO of Project C.U.R.E. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
You know, we hear about so many shortages, and I don't think any of us have heard about this, a crutch shortage, but you have to think about how impactful that is because so many people rely on crutches. So how did we even get here?
Well, the whole supply chain is really kind of messed up across the United States right now anyway. And typically what we do is we ship things overseas. So we'll take extra that we have here in the United States and we send it to places in Africa, Latin America, Asia. Well, during pandemic, we started getting calls from hospitals here in the United States saying, hey, we're out of PPE. One of those hospitals is Denver Health, just right across the street. And we got a call from them about a week ago, and they said, hey, could we get crutches? And I think it's a supply chain issue. We're having a hard time sourcing aluminum, or even if we could make them here, we have a hard time trucking them across the United States. And so, yeah, you think about the stuff that we do, right? Sometimes we get snow and we fall and we break a leg. We got to have a crutch. We don't have any right now.
And it's so interesting. You were just telling me as we were talking a moment ago, typically Denver Health calls you and says, hey, I've got these extra crutches. We've got a whole room full of them, a whole storage area full of them. And then you guys do the great thing and send them off to countries that need them. How different is it? How weird was it to get the call from them saying, hey, I actually need you this time to help us?
Well, that's what happened in March of 2020 was my brother, who's fire chief at West Metro, called and said, dude, I'm out of PPE. And I said, you can't be out. You're the fire department, right?
You're the ones that help us usually.
And the next call we got was from a local hospital here, and they said, you know, we're gowning up in plastic bags. And the same thing happened at our location in Nashville and in Houston and Chicago and Philadelphia. And pretty soon we realized we had a crisis here at home. So this is a little bit of that kind of played out longer. But this shouldn't be a thing that's hard for us to deal with here in Colorado. I mean, if you go to any garage sale on a Saturday morning, I'll bet you there's a pair of crutches in the corner right there.
People don't want to get rid of them, but then they're not using them, and they're big, they're clunky. And so how can people at home help?
So we've got a warehouse that's down just off of I-25 and Dry Creek, not too far from Topgolf and Maggiano's and all that area there. And they can drop those off at our warehouse. We're open from 8 in the morning until late in the evening. And they just drop them off. We'll give them a receipt, And if they've got any of that kind of stuff, I mean, we do more than just crutches. We do everything from literally catheters to CAT scan machines. And any of that stuff sitting around the house, in a medical center, in a clinic somewhere, we'll take it.
And they're probably thinking, well, I might need these again. But the thing is, you guys are going to be there for them when they need it again. It's just kind of an odd time that we're going through right now because of all this adding up, right?
That's right. That's right. Just weird supply chains. I saw, the Girl Scouts, supply chains hitting them. It's hitting Home Depot.
Name something that's not hitting. It's just obscure things that you may not think about and the impact that has. All right, Dr. Jackson, again, the president and CEO of Project C.U.R.E. Thank you for joining us this morning. I hope this helps. And thank you for the work that you guys do.
Yeah, you guys do great stuff. Thanks so much. Real quick, a website folks can go to
www.projectcure.org.
Gotcha. Dr. Jackson, thank you.
Thank you.